Yo, what's up, everybody? We're going to talk about if the Catholic Church is gay or not. So, some of you may have noticed that recently the Pope of the Catholic Church recently put out a document giving priests permission in the Catholic Church to bless something along the lines of blessing gay couples. And it's written in a very limited way. Like, it says, oh, you should still remember that they're bad people, and in the same way that you would bless any other sinner. That kind of, it's written in kind of like okay, this isn't too bad. So of course Catholics are saying, oh, that's not really that bad, because it doesn't really give a whole lot of permission to priests. It just says, oh, you're allowed to bless them, right? The problem is, right away, right after that happened, the first thing that happens is, like, literally like the day afterwards, some gay priest in San Francisco goes and blesses a gay couple's marriage in his church, in a Catholic church. And it's a gay couple who, on Instagram, there's like all these pictures of them, like mostly naked in Speedos with a bunch of other gay guys. So it's like obviously like highly pornographic images, and they're obviously having orgies and stuff. And that's the kind of thing that this document, when the Pope wrote it and you read it, it's not like supposed to be allowing gay priests to bless the marriages of men who aren't repentant at all and are just living the typical modern gay lifestyle. So yet that's what's happening, right? So the problem with Catholics that are kind of explainifying this letter from the Vatican saying, oh, it's no problem, the problem with that is they're not understanding that, first of all, gay priests are going to take it and run with it, and your entire religion is just going to become gay, like the Protestant denominations. And second, it's just part of the slippery slope, right? When we say things like, look at the Republican Party for an example. When we talk about the party changing one little thing on the platform, oh, it's okay. 10 years later, they did that 10 times, and now it's indistinguishable from the Democratic Party, right? So that's why when we say things like, oh, if you want to know what the Republican Party's platform is now, look at what the Democratic Party's platform was 10 years ago. And we're not exaggerating. That's totally true. Remember in 2008 when Barack Obama was running for president, and he was actually against gay marriage. Both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party were against gay marriage back then. And then all of a sudden that changed. And now the Republican Party is not only promoting gay marriage, they're also promoting the transgender ideology and stuff like that. So the Republican Party is gay. The Democratic Party has always been gay. And the Libertarians, well, they're actually almost worse than Democrats and Republicans, because the Libertarians have always had a platform where they're just as socially tolerant as the Democrats, yet they try to be fiscally conservative like the Republicans. The problem is they'll never be allowed to be fiscally conservative like the Republicans in practice, in office, as long as the central banksters are in charge. So you basically have a party that the only thing they can actually carry forward and enact is their gayness, right? The Libertarian Party is all about letting gay couples defend their marijuana fields with machine guns. That's like what the memes say. They're all about the forced multiculturalism. I can't pronounce that word. I've never been able to pronounce that word. Forced multiculturalism and a whole bunch of other stuff. So Libertarians are basically just another Democratic Party. But anyways, back to the religion thing. So the Catholic Church obviously has become quite gay. And I know there are a lot of people who reject the Pope's authority, and they say everything after Vatican II is no longer Catholic. The Church is basically a fraud right now. And those kinds of people, if they're still hanging on to the Catholic Church, they tend to go to the traditional Latin Mass, which the Pope probably doesn't like that that's still allowed, but, you know, churches do that anyways. And I'm just wondering, how long are they going to hang on to the Catholic Church? As some of you may know, the Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church were one and the same church for around the first, up until about 1000-something AD, at which point there was sort of an ideological disagreement, and they split up, right? So, of course, the Catholic Church claims that it is the one true church descended directly from the disciples, from the apostles, and the Orthodox Church sort of split off like a blockchain hard fork. And the Orthodox Church, of course, claims that they are the one true church directly descended from the apostles, and the Catholic Church was the one that split off, right? Now, we could debate the theological fine points of that split all day long and determine which institution is actually the one true church, or you could just look at which of those two churches is gay, right? So the Catholic Church is obviously gay and becoming increasingly more gay. So shouldn't it be obvious to Catholics, even the ones that go to even the traditional Catholics, shouldn't it be obvious to them that the Catholic Church is just going in the direction of gayness? And if you were trying to decide which church is actually the church that descended directly from the apostles, wouldn't you determine that by looking at if one of the churches is clearly gay and the other isn't, wouldn't it be obvious to you just based on that without even going into the extremely pedantic theological arguments? That's all I have to say, folks. Let me know your thoughts below the video. Are you a traditional Catholic hanging on to the hopes that someday your religion will stop being gay? Are you a Catholic that has gone to the Orthodox Church, or have you always been with the Orthodox Church? Are you a Protestant? In other words, gay? Tell me your thoughts below the video. Have a great day, everybody. Hopefully I managed to offend everyone in this video.